Computers powered by human brain cells are no longer science fiction. They are entering the market right now, and some believe they could be the key to unlocking true artificial superintelligence. Imagine an AI that doesn't just process data but thinks, learns, and adapts like a human. Not through lines of code, but through actual living brain cells. That's the vision of Cortical Labs, a Melbourne-based startup that has just launched the world's first commercially available biological computer powered by human neurons. It's called the CL1, and it's not just a concept, it's a product that can be bought, used, and experimented with right now. The idea is simple, yet revolutionary. While companies like Neuralink are working on putting chips into human brains, Cortical Labs is doing the opposite, putting the brain onto a chip. This biocomputer integrates human neurons with silicon chips, forming what they call a synthetic biological intelligence system. It's designed for everything from medical research to robotics, with the potential to reshape entire industries. This isn't Cortical Labs' first breakthrough. In 2022, they made headlines when they successfully taught 800,000 human and mouse neurons to play the video game Pong. The experiment, published in the journal Cell, demonstrated that these neurons could learn and respond to their environment. The neurons weren't just reacting randomly, they were actively adjusting their behavior based on the game's feedback. This suggested that neurons outside the body could still process information in a meaningful way. Now Cortical Labs has built on that foundation with the CL1, a system designed for real-world applications that go far beyond simple games. The CL1 contains hundreds of thousands of neurons, roughly the size of a cockroach's brain. These neurons grow across a silicon chip, allowing them to send and receive electrical impulses. This is a crucial difference from traditional AI, which relies on rigid programming and neural networks that attempt to simulate brain activity. The CL1 doesn't simulate, it is a functioning biological brain, albeit on a much smaller scale. The system connects to Cortical Labs' biological intelligence operating system, enabling users to deploy code through living neurons to perform computing tasks. This is groundbreaking because it means the neurons can learn and adapt in ways that conventional processors cannot. Unlike silicon-based chips, which require vast amounts of energy to process complex tasks, biological neurons are naturally efficient. They only activate when needed, significantly reducing power consumption. According to Cortical Labs, the CL1 uses thousands of times less energy than today's AI models, making it a game-changer for sustainability in computing. To keep the neurons alive, the CL1 is housed in a self-sustaining system, complete with pumps, gas systems, and temperature controls. It functions like a mini life support system, ensuring that the neurons remain active and functional. However, these neurons don't last forever. They have a lifespan of about 6 months before they need to be replaced. This raises interesting questions about the future scalability of the technology. Could a system be designed where neurons continuously regenerate, much like in a living brain? These are the challenges researchers are now beginning to explore. This biological computing system is priced at $35,000, with the first shipments expected in June 2025. While expensive, it represents the first step toward commercializing biocomputers, and as production scales, the price is expected to drop significantly. Dr. Han-Weng Chong, the founder of Cortical Labs, sees this as just the beginning.
At Cortical Labs, I am proud to be part of the team that showed that it was possible 2 years ago to get stem cell-derived neurons grown into silicon chips to play the classic Atari game Pong. Now, Pong is merely the start of a journey, a proof of concept that neurons outside of the body can still process information. We now potentially have a pathway to invalidate Moravec's paradox by combining the strengths of both biological systems and silicon through hybridization. One way we like to think about this is that if Neuralink is to try to put a chip into a brain, why not go the other way and put the brain onto the chip?
His goal isn't just to create a new type of computer, it's to redefine intelligence itself. He believes that the only true general intelligence we know of is biological. Humans, animals, anything with a central nervous system.
Well, the only true generalized intelligence that we know of is you and I, or even our dog or our cat. What's the commonality between all of these things? And that's biology, right? They all have a central nervous system, a brain made up of neurons, and we said, why don't we use the same substrate, the same material that gives us all intelligence, to try to tackle this question of artificial generalized intelligence using an alternative pathway. And so we are building artificial generalized intelligence using synthetic biology.
So why not use the same biological material that gives us intelligence to push AI to the next level? The idea has gained traction. In 2023, Cortical Labs secured $15 million in funding to advance its technology. Dr. Chong has a track record of success, previously co-founding ClinicCloud, a medical device startup backed by major investors like Tencent and Ping An Ventures. He believes that as production scales, the cost of brain-powered computers will drop, making them more accessible over time. But Cortical Labs isn't alone in this space. Around the world, scientists are pushing the boundaries of what's possible with lab-grown brain cells. Some researchers argue that biocomputers could not only be more energy efficient than traditional AI, but also capable of learning and adapting in ways we've never seen before. One of the most ambitious projects comes from China. In 2024, researchers introduced a brain-on-a-chip technology called METAB. Developed by teams from Tianjin University and the Southern University of Science and Technology, METAB aims to merge human-like intelligence with machine learning. Their system has already been used to control robots autonomously, performing tasks like obstacle avoidance, tracking, and object manipulation. The ultimate goal? To create robots that can think and learn just like humans. Unlike traditional robots, which require extensive programming to respond to new situations, METAB-powered machines can adjust to their environment in real time, just as humans do. The implications are staggering. If biocomputers can power cloud computing, they could cut AI's energy consumption by thousands of times. That's a game changer in an era where AI's energy demands are becoming unsustainable. Even OpenAI CEO Sam Altman has admitted that the current trajectory of AI power consumption is not viable in the long run. Data centers require enormous amounts of electricity, but a biological AI system could potentially run on minimal power, just like the human brain, which operates on the energy equivalent of a dim light bulb. Swiss startup FinalSpark is also making waves in this field. They offer brain-powered cloud computing, providing access to biological intelligence through what they call wetware as a service. Their pricing starts at $1,000 per month, and they claim their biocomputers are up to 100,000 times more efficient than traditional silicon-based systems. Universities can already rent access to these biological processors, with some projects receiving free access. This makes it easier for researchers worldwide to experiment with this new technology without needing to develop their own biocomputers from scratch. But with every technological breakthrough comes ethical concerns. As brain-on-a-chip technology enters the mainstream, questions about consciousness and sentience become harder to ignore. Some studies suggest that lab-grown brain organoids show signs of sentience, raising difficult moral questions about whether these systems could develop self-awareness over time. Cortical Labs insists that they have safeguards in place to prevent ethical issues. However, the debate is far from over. Some scientists believe that today's lab-grown brain models are too simple to achieve true awareness. Others argue that as these systems become more advanced, we may have to rethink our definition of consciousness altogether. Meanwhile, Elon Musk's Neuralink is taking a different approach, expanding its research into robotics. Some experts speculate that Neuralink's brain chip technology could eventually integrate with Tesla's Optimus humanoid robot, potentially leading to a future where robots and humans merge in ways we can't yet fully comprehend. For now, the world's first commercial biocomputer is here. It's a glimpse into a future where AI doesn't just simulate intelligence, it is intelligence. And whether that future is something to be excited about or something to fear, one thing is certain. The age of biological computing has begun. If you enjoyed this video and want to stay updated on the future of AI and technology, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. We'll be covering more breakthroughs like this, so don't miss out.